I'm Chris Robinson. This week we're going to be at a secret location in Essex, exposing what really happens at these paranormal investigations. Okay, so we've got Halloween these days. It's a big thing. We've kind of taken the American approach. We spend a lot of money on our decorations, our sweets for the kids when they come trick-or-treating. But a lot of money is actually spent on these paranormal investigations, which we're going to be looking at tonight. These people spend hundreds of pounds in the hope of seeing a ghost. How much of it is staged? How much of it is fake? Well, we're going to be talking to those people that take our money. We're going to be interviewing Jonathan, who's a so-called paranormal investigator. He claims to be able to communicate with the ghosts and maybe even produce them for people at a cost. We'll also be talking to Joseph, who actually owns this secret location in Essex, and he takes our money to experience a paranormal investigation. We've also got an American person coming down tonight to talk to us who also claims that he can speak to the ghosts. Let's find out where our hard-earned money really goes. Okay, so Jonathan,
yes,
you claim to be able to talk to ghosts.
I wouldn't say I claim. I've been a psychic medium now for 3 years, having had a career in journalism. And I've moved to the area, and I've done 50 seances in London. And while I don't advertise my services, I prefer to go by word of mouth and recommendation.
Okay.
And I've been asked to come here today. I don't know anything about what's going on, to be honest with you.
And that was from Joseph, yeah?
Yes, well, actually, no, it wasn't actually. It was from a friend of Joseph's, a gentleman by the name of Dan, who's I've done a sitting with him on a few occasions.
Okay, right. So Joseph, you own this land.
That's correct.
And you believe that it's haunted.
Well, I'm quite sceptical about the whole thing, but there have been some weird happenings over the last 50 to 60 years.
That you've experienced?
Well, not me personally. I actually don't live here. I live in London, but my estate manager has noticed some funny goings on, and there seems to be some very strange activity.
And you want answers? You want to know, is it?
I'm quite happy for it to be investigated.
Okay, and Hans, you've come all the way from America.
That's right.
You've got a haunted background, if that's right to say.
Yeah.
You've done these shows before a million times. You carry equipment that is like Ghostbuster equipment, is that right?
Exactly, yeah.
And you believe in ghosts. You think this is 100% real?
Absolutely. But I also want to approach it with a skeptical mind as well and debunk maybe the claims that have been said here.
Okay.
To find out what's real, what's not.
So what I want to ask all of you guys, I mean, you own the land. Obviously, there's a profit margin for you in this. You're not doing it out of goodwill. You're taking hard-earned money from people in the hope that they're going to see ghosts.
Can I just interject there? I'm not being paid for this. You know, I'm offering my services free.
Okay.
So I don't know about these other gentlemen. What?
Well, up until the early 40s, in the middle of the Second World War, this was a working farm, and there was a tragic accident here, and ever since then the farm has just fallen into disrepair. So I'm not actually trying to make money off of people.
Okay. Well,
people are interested in investigating.
I only say that because obviously there is money making in this field, you know. I mean, people make a lot of money at Halloween, especially from ghost hunting events, which obviously you play a big part of, Jonathan.
Well, true, but as I said to you before, you know, for me, I don't tour the country, you know, charging £40, you know, to a packed out house. You know, as I said to you, I don't believe in fleecing the bereaved. You know, I'm a portal for, you know, for spirits, and allow you know, bereaved individuals get some unanswered questions.
Okay,
you know?
so you can in one word answer, you can communicate with spirits.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
Hans, can you communicate with spirits, or do you rely on technology for that?
I use my technology to communicate with the spirits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it should be an interesting night. We're hoping to see something, right?
Yeah.
I do hope so. I do hope so. But you know, at the moment, I have to say that, to be frank with you, I mean, it's probably because you know, during the night the air will be thinner. So maybe we'll see a little bit more. But I have to say, I'm not drawn to anything at the moment.
So I've read somewhere that spirits only come out at night. You've got the midnight howling hour, whatever they call it, especially on Halloween. The witching hour.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you're saying about the air being thin?
Yeah.
Are we not going to see anything? Is nothing going to show on your equipment during the day? We've got to wait for night time. Is that right?
I have to say something, just, reading you now, I'm getting quite a bit of residual energy on your right shoulder. Have you lost anybody recently, or no?
Not
Okay.
that I know of.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I'm open to it. I'm a big fan of horror films.
No, you
and
just
movies.
seem very, very nervous, and I'm just picking that intuitively, and I thought there might be a reason for it. But,
Well, let's see. If something happens to me, I'm an honest person. If something happens to me, if I feel something, I'll be the first to let you know. Joseph, I want to know where the exit is, mate, because I'll probably be running straight out.
Just that way.
Absolutely. Okay, so Joseph, this is obviously the tent that you've been talking about.
That's right.
To me, it feels like a tent with a mannequin of a soldier in it. It stands out a bit. Why would that be here?
That's Dan has given that to me for presumably some investigative reason.
Right, okay. Jonathan,
yes.
what do you feel? To me, it feels like a tent.
Well, I just have to say, from my perspective, I just feel a little bit out of breath, and I feel as though there's a lot of dust in here. Has anybody got any water by any chance? Anybody got any water? I just feel really, really dry.
Okay.
Really dry.
Keep rolling with this, please.
And oh, thank you.
So, do any of the other team, Joseph, do you feel?
All I can say, it's a very old, musty tent. There's a little bit of dryness, I imagine.
So, Hans, you're setting
Thank
up
you.
some sort of ghost hunting equipment.
Yes, sir.
There, yeah. Which will pick up if a ghost was in this room. Would that make you dry mouth?
Sorry to interject.
No.
I'm psychically inclined to move to this position here. In fact, I'd like to perform a psychometric evaluation, if I may.
Which is what?
Well, ideally, I'll pick out an object, either the Berettas or whatever that gun is. I don't know what gun that is, but anyway, and I will pick up, hopefully, some spirit life that, or residual energy that pertains to these guns. So, if I may.
You fill
Yep,
your boots.
okay.
I mean, is there any way of clarifying what he's actually saying with this? Is there a history? Do we know of?
I don't know of any history behind them. No, as
Right.
I say, Dan gave them to me, and presumably there's something in it, but that's for Jonathan to prove
Okay.
or disprove.
One thing I'm picking up straight away is that this gentleman had a beard, and what he used to do when he used to shave, he always used to have his gun to the side of him, and he'd always, for whatever reason, he felt that the gun had some significance when he shaved. That's what I'm picking up.
Right. So like a
And
soldier.
also, although I'm holding the gun in my right hand, it seems to me as though he was left-handed. I'm kind of drawn to. It's almost as though he's firing that way. Yeah, sorry.
Let's not shoot the
Yeah.
camera crew.
No, indeed.
Yeah.
But it just seems to me as though It seems to me that he even though he's right-handed, he preferred shooting with his left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hans, are you picking any of this up on your equipment?
No, not currently.
So, science is saying nothing to that, yeah?
No.
But you're saying that you're picking up on all this energy,
Yep.
so you're kind of against each other here, yeah?
Oh, well,
Oh, man.
I can't tell his world from mine. My world, I'm picking up on spirits. His world is picking up on phenomenon. So
Right, okay.
I wouldn't be able to. I don't want to make any derogatory comments about his world.
No.
All I know, what I'm feeling in my world.
Well, I think that this would be the perfect place for me to set up to do an EVP session later on.
And that
in a
means EVP means...
Electronic voice
I'm
phenomenon.
sorry, I'm going to have to leave here. I'm really feeling this, like, I'm feeling a terrible sensation here.
You alright? Can we get a medic, please?
This
Can we
is
cut,
this
please?
is really terrible.
Right, okay, so if...
Okay. I'm picking up something here. This gentleman with the beard was involved in. He was involved in a fire, Okay, and I'm sorry. I've got to.
All right. Back over to Jonathan.
Yes.
So this is a location, we're in the middle of a field. What are you getting here? Are you getting any kind of ghost vibes?
To be honest with you, at the moment, no. I'm not really drawn to anything, but I'd just like to address our members of the public here. What I'd like to do is just do a couple of experiments just to make sure you're in the mood. Everybody's got a psychic inclination. So what I would like to do is, if you can all join hands a minute together, all right, and just take a moment to breathe very deeply. If you can just do that, breathe 3 or 4 times, and just let all your thoughts to disperse, and just be free up your mind. Okay? So can we do this? In fact, can we do it as well, guys? Let's hold hands. Yeah.
So is this going to encourage energy, is it?
Indeed, indeed. Okay. So, couple of deep breaths. Empty your mind. Now, for me, I have a spirit guide that protects me. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to talk to Frank to make sure, because of what we've experienced before, which you guys not been privy to, I'm going to try and make sure that we have a veil of protection. Is that okay, Frank? Okay. 20 seconds of calm, please. Okay, all right, great. Okay.
So sorry, I mean, at first I held your hand. I wasn't feeling that. Did anyone actually feel anything in that? Out of interest, it's just a general question. Did anyone feel any spirits? No, nothing to.
No. Can I just interject?
Go
there,
for it,
Chris?
yeah.
I'm not asking them to bring up their spirit guide. What I want them to do is to be as relaxed as possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Relaxed as possible,
And
have an open mind, because I don't know whether you guys believe or not. I just want you to be open.
So
to
your protector, as it were, is his name's Frank, yeah?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what we'll do now then is we're going to have a look at this spooky location. Oh, it is spooky, Joseph.
Yes.
What would you use a location like that for?
Oh, just storage at the moment.
Just storage.
Yes.
So there's no history to that.
Not particularly, no.
So Jonathan, you can go in there.
Okay. All right.
I think that's what we should do. Just
Yep,
have a look in
absolutely,
there.
Let's do that.
Just be careful, bit of uneven ground
Yeah.
there.
We've got the crew in here. Okay. Well, I mean, so do you? I mean, has everyone got access to that? Everyone can come in.
Yeah, come in, guys. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
If we can,
Yeah.
if we can keep rolling the cameras. Okay.
Sorry. Where's Joe? Actually, where is he?
He's here.
So Joe, what's the history of this location? Because to be frank with you, I'm feeling nothing at all.
This was just used to store bits away from the bad weather during the winter.
Right.
My grandfather actually built it.
Okay. Okay.
So Jonathan, you're not getting anything at all.
Nothing at all. No.
There's okay. Hans,
There's a
are you
workshop.
getting? Is there a way of your equipment we can pick up to see if there's anything in there, or are you happy with Jonathan's opinion on that?
Well, I first have to find out what kind of activity's been reported here. Has there been Anything going on?
I haven't really heard anything. No, I mean,
No?
it's just used, I just use it as a bit of a tool shop nowadays.
So earlier on, when I asked you about your experiences, you said stuff happens here. Because obviously something has to have happened there for you to call in a paranormal investigation. Also to take people's money, because people are coming in there paying to see a ghost. You've got Jonathan over here who is tuning into spirits. So obviously there's some sort of things happening. Yeah.
Well, I've not witnessed anything. My estate manager has reported things going missing and things like that. But I mean,
so
I've not witnessed anything myself.
In say a year's time, this land could be flat.
My intention is to build some properties in here. Yes, because I mean, it's fallen into disrepair.
I want to tell you that building actually increases spirit activity.
Sorry guys, I've just got to have a chat with the gentleman.
Okay. Well, they don't like it when their land is touched, and when things are torn down, it really increases activity. So you might have, an increase in things. So,
would you be happy if let's say, for example, when it gets dark? Because I'm guessing the witching hour.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So let's say the witching hour is upon us. Things start flying around the room. Casper, the friendly ghost, comes in and says, "Look, I'm a ghost."
I think you've been watching too many movies.
Right. Well, maybe
that doesn't really happen. But.
Would you still build on this land?
I don't see why not. I'm sure this is kind of all bunkum.
But you are open to it. You are open to see a ghost tonight.
Something weird going on out here. Sorry.
Are we still rolling?
Yeah, we're still rolling. Yeah. It's just,
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go and have a look. All right. So,
Yeah. I just want to try something.
I don't know what you're doing.
Something very, very negative.
Here's my camera.
What I'm going to say to you is just stay close to me tonight, yeah? Just stay really, really close to me. I just feel, I don't want to,
When you say negative energy,
I don't know what it is. I can't describe it at the moment. I'm just picking up an aura, and it's really affecting me. So I just want you to be by my side tonight. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
right. So sorry, just for camera purposes.
Yes.
Jonathan, you've pulled.
Yeah.
Dan.
Yeah.
You pulled Dan outside for a little
Indeed.
chat.
Indeed.
And the chat is about.
As I said, when I went in here, I didn't really feel anything, to be honest with you. But something is connected. Some residual energy is connected with him, and I'm a little bit. I don't really, I don't want to make the situation worse. I've just pulled him aside and just told him that I wanted to be by my side most of the evening.
Is that right? Okay, so I'm getting confused now. So let's say, for example, Frank, who you've told everyone here tonight, we've gone on camera with this, is your protector and our protector, because we've all held hands and we've all said a prayer.
But what I have to say, Chris, is that yes, he will protect most people, but then again, unfortunately, I can't control all spirits.
But you think he'll get extra protection standing by your side?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how do you feel about that?
I've just picked him out because.
Well, I didn't feel anything.
Okay,
No.
so Dan, it's Dan, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Dan, you've paid money to be here tonight
I did.
in the hope to see a ghost. If we're honest, you want to see a
yeah, I'm
ghost.
not gonna lie. Yeah.
You want to see a ghost.
Yeah,
okay.
of course.
Are you a believer or?
I want to be made into a believer. I want to be shown that it's real. It's
So
proven.
by taking Dan here and having this little private chat, which
Yes.
sadly we didn't
Well,
get on camera.
I, absolutely, but I didn't really want to perturb
But
everybody
does this
else.
kind of, I mean, it's the same with like Ouija boards or glass movement, I don't know the difference. But people, if they want to believe in stuff so much, they kind of, if anything happens, they think it will be ghosts, So by putting this into Dan's mind, is it fair? Like, for
It's just
example,
a trick.
5 seconds ago, something happened in there, someone knocked something, everyone's going to be, by midnight, is that a ghost? This darkness, we're all going to be scared. This poor guy now is going to be latched to you.
No. I mean, as I say, look, I don't want to make cause a problem here. I'm just kind of forewarning him. You know what happened previously, and I was feeling a lot of negative energy there. So, unfortunately,
Negative
I have to
from
say,
me, though,
no. This person is just latched on your aura.
So how do you feel?
It's not that you're a negative person by
Jonathan,
any stretch of the imagination.
Jonathan,
it's just
so
that
let me ask him this.
he's attached himself to you.
How do you
Yeah?
feel about this? Because obviously, if a psychic medium, spirit,
Yes.
right? If a psychic medium told me stick close to me, something's, I'd be panicking,
Yeah, well, I'm not feeling too good about it.
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
honest, yeah.
But you'll be fine. Seriously, trust me on this one. You'll be fine. Okay.
Well,
Right,
that's
well,
if it's
yeah,
real.
I mean,
But
at the
as
end of
I
the
say,
day, we've got cameras
well,
rolling. We've got cameras rolling.
Indeed.
We've got science.
Exactly, and you know what? I can have you ask the questions and see if the equipment reacts to the questions that you ask too.
So obviously, when we go into that moment, is there someone on the other side that you'd like to communicate with? Is there going to be questions like that? Without telling us, obviously, we don't want to know names at this point, but are you hoping that someone might come through for you?
Yeah, of course.
You are hoping?
I think everybody's got somebody that they either love or miss.
So is that a possibility? Can we do later on tonight?
Of course.
Some sort of glass movement. Get Dan. Would you be up for that?
Yeah, I'm up for
Okay,
that.
so
Yeah,
get Dan
I'm up
involved
for
in
that.
that. Have
Alright.
science as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
With your equipment,
Indeed.
we'll be able to pick up on.
Indeed.
Yeah, we'll have the K2 meter. We'll have an EVP session going, so we'll get that going too.
Right. Well, you're up for that, yeah?
Yeah, well, I'll give everything a go. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
shall we?
Why not?
What we'll do, guys, is we'll have a little wander.
I'm not freaking you out by it.
No,
Stretch
fine.
it, mate.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll have a little
Fine,
wander
yeah,
and we'll
okay.
see how the events happen.
Yeah, indeed.
I mean, at night time, that's when the demons come out to play, as it were.
Well,
is that the case?
Don't misinform people. We're not necessarily dealing with demons here. I
Right.
mean, you're talking about Ouija boards. Yes, historically they're supposed to bring up demonic characters. If, for example, if you get anything that spells Sosu, Marak, or Zoza, then unfortunately you need to get out. Well, end that session immediately.
Right,
Because
something-
usually
Joseph, where's Joseph?
In that particular situation, you're bringing up
Okay.
demonic characters.
This
Sorry?
is what I was going to
Sorry?
ask. Joseph was saying earlier about these people, some people that he worked with have reported some people. What I want to know is, let's say we do a glass movement event or Ouija board, I don't know the difference, we'll come to that later. We do something and we pick up Zozo.
Zozo,
We pick up Zozo,
Marak.
we pick up any of those people, we
Right.
pick up a guy called George or anyone like this. What he's saying, Zozo's not going to appear in the back of my windscreen.
I can't guarantee that.
This is the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, we're taking people's money here. If we're honest about this, we're taking people's money, vulnerable people that might have lost a loved one. Okay, we're telling them stick close to us because we're going to protect you. And you're also saying that there is that small possibility that we might be taking cash behind with us.
Look, at the end of the day, you're dealing with forces beyond our control. It's in another dimension.
Has
I
that ever
can't
happened to you?
control it.
Have you ever gone to an event? Because you told me earlier
Yes.
that you've done hundreds of these events.
I've done
Thousands.
53 sentences.
53.
Yeah.
You've done more. You've
done
done.
a lot, yeah.
From a science point of view, these spirits can come home with us, like they do in
Absolutely.
the movies. And you
Yeah.
guys here are prepared to pay your money, because this is what a lot of the viewers at home are going to want to know. You're willing to pay your money, knowing that that could be a possibility. You're happy with that, yeah?
Did you guys all sign a waiver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a point. I mean, there might be someone at home now wondering what happens if I do a Ouija board, or what happens on Halloween night. My teenage son wants to play with a glass after watching you on TV. Do you feel any kind of responsibility with that, Jonathan?
Absolutely responsibility, but hopefully this is going out at a time which is over the watershed, so 9 p.m. I assume. Or
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched your program on many occasions, and as I said, I've enjoyed it. But just to confirm, is this going out after the watershed at 9 p.m. or?
As far as I know. As
Right,
far as I know.
okay.
I mean, I'm not
Well,
here to discuss, obviously, time,
No,
but we're here to
totally,
discuss
totally.
a
but-
paranormal
but
event. Because a lot of people
Yeah.
might watch this at home and go, do you know what, I want to believe, you know. Everyone's got a ghost story, everyone's heard a ghost story, but I'd like to pay to see Jonathan, I'd like to pay to see Hans, take me through this journey. So we've got a camera crew that's going to follow you tonight. If something happens, that's fantastic, because it's going to change science, really, isn't it? If we capture a ghost, ghosts appear.
But I can't guarantee that a particular loved one that these people have come to identify is going to appear. No, medium who's creditworthy can guarantee that.
Okay. Well, I think-
All I can say is that I'm a portal for spirits wherever
Okay.
they come from. To communicate, but
Sure.
whether it's
We
their
get
loved
that, we get
ones or
that.
whether they get some answers
We
to their
understand that.
questions, I cannot guarantee.
What we'll
that,
do
I'm
then
afraid.
is, Joseph, is it okay with you? We'll have a little wander and see if we've got other locations. Maybe you might pick something else up.
Of
if that's
course,
okay.
no. I, as I say, just something for here. For me, I don't know what it is. It's
Well, can we come back to this one tonight?
by all
when
means.
when it's
by all
dark,
means, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, the air is thinner,
yeah.
so you never know.
they might be
you know?
out having lunch. We don't know, do we? We don't know if they do things like that. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll come back to it tonight. I'm not taking the mickey out of you, Jonathan.
No,
it's just questions
no,
that
sure,
people want
you
to
know.
know these answers.
Of course, of
I'm
course.
going to ask you some questions. Stuff might happen tonight. You might make a
Mr.
believer
Robinson,
out
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay,
you know?
fantastic.
Are we
Okay.
going to try the chairs? That's what I know. Sorry, I'm the sound guy.
of the chairs.
So we'll do that?
The chairs thing.
What's the
Oh, yeah,
chairs?
yeah, yeah.
Can we go and try that now? 'Cause I've been
Yeah, so you want me to introduce that?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
going to go up there.
What is the
So
chairs?
one,
What is
one,
the
one
chairs?
of- one of the things I want to try to do is see if a spirit can knock something down. We'll set up 3 chairs in like a little triangle, and I'll say, hey, if you want to make your presence known, knock these down, We'll leave a camera rolling, and we'll see what happens when we get back.
So what's
See
stopping
if we get
someone, from a point of view at home, what's stopping someone putting fishing wire on that and pulling that off? I mean, we've seen what the Hollywood films can do.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, if I paid money to come to an event, I'd want to physically see that.
Yeah.
But we'll do it. I'm up for doing it.
We have to leave the camera. It has to, no stopping the camera. It has got to be
Right.
put down and
Okay.
left rolling, and everybody's got to get out of that room, and hopefully we'll capture something.
Let's give it a go.
Yeah.
I'm up for doing that. So
Yeah, the
at
activity's
night time,
already
I'm talking
starting,
from
so-
my point of view. If that happens to me while I'm in there at night time, okay, no wages in the world will keep me in that room.
Now,
Yeah.
surprises are always
Yeah.
around every corner when you do this kind of stuff. So.
Okay. Well, let's go over
Yeah.
and do this chair investigation.
Sorry,
Yeah.
we just had something happen. What was that?
Really?
Something just fell down. Yeah.
Let's get in there. Right, who's noticed the chain? This guy here. Okay, 2 seconds. Where's the camera crew?
This chain.
Okay. If we get Joseph, make sure you don't touch it. That's the old chain. Right. Where's the camera guy? Okay. Excuse me, sir. What's your name? John. John. Okay. So John was standing here while we were doing the interview outside, and he says that.
I heard something metal, so I presume it's the chain.
And you were the last person in this room. You were standing where?
Just there.
You were standing just there. So there's no one in this room, and that chain has made enough noise to.
Well, we continually. I caught the sound on my audio.
Okay, so
And
soundman's.
we were all out there, so.
Okay, Jonathan, are you getting anything by that? Where's Hans? Can you use any of your equipment?
Where's Dan, by the way?
Dan. Yeah, you need to stick close to Jonathan if I were you. Yeah. Right, so.
When I walked in, it was hanging there. And when we
Right, okay, so what we'll do, what John has just said is the chain was actually hanging up here. If the cameramen can get my hand here, apparently the chain was up here. So what we're going to do later, which we'll put on the programme, is we'll cut back to footage to see if we've got that on camera, that the chain was actually there. Has it been caught on camera? It's very unlikely.
We have a pulse.
Okay, where's my camera? Are we getting the light movement that was just on there?
Yeah.
So what does that light movement mean?
The light movement means that there's energy around, but it could be from electronics. So.
Okay.
All right. So when you do something like this, your electronics have to be off because then it would give a false reading.
Right.
So what I would do is I would ask a question. Did you make the chain fall down? Flash the box once for yes. If there's something in this room that made the chain fall down, flash the box for me.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is this equipment called?
This is a K2 meter.
Okay, so can anyone use that?
Anybody can use it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's but again, you got to make sure all your cell phone has to be off and things like that. But I know my cell phone is off, so.
I mean,
But yeah,
that was a clear.
that was a clear answer to my
And
question.
I
Did you guys
saw
see that?
On my microphone, we're going to have to check this later on, but I'm sure I heard some sort of response.
Yep.
To his question, you heard.
Is that just the wind? Yeah.
Okay. Can we get production? Who's got? If anyone's got production, can we get someone outside to make sure
I
that
don't know
there's
about everybody else, but I'm feeling slightly cold. Are you feeling this at all or not?
no?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel cold, but it could just be it's cold.
No. I'm just feeling a real chill in the air. It's really, really cold.
Can we get a runner to make sure that no one's?
Get away from me!
Excuse me, can we cut, please?
Get away!
Easy. My box. Look at that. Get that. Get that. Get that. Get that. Look at my box.
Go red.
Can we cut, please? Jonathan.
Keep going, keep rolling.
Jonathan, can we get a production manager, please? Jonathan, Hans,
Yes.
how do we get Jonathan out of this, whatever he's experiencing?
In the name of Jesus Christ, I ask you to leave him right now. Leave him alone. Are you okay?
What was that?
I don't know, we've got production out there that's going to keep an eye on it. Can we make sure we're not rolling, please? Because we need them. Can we get a first aider, please? Okay, so we've got a glass on the table. They call that glass movement, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And what is the difference between glass movement and a Ouija board?
Well, to be honest with you, glass movement I've not done before. Ouija boards, you remember when we were talking before about conjuring up demonic forces?
Mhm.
And if the Ouija board spells either Marak, Sozu, or Zulu, then you've got a problem.
Right, okay.
So this, in my opinion, is more, I believe, to be safer. But in order for us to be safe, what I'd like to do is say a little prayer. And I'd like everybody, I just want to ask everybody in the room, they don't have any negative thoughts prior to us doing this. Is everybody positive and feeling the energy? Yeah? Okay. So we can all join hands on this, right?
It's me as well, is
Indeed. Indeed. Yeah.
it? I have to hold the mic.
Okay. If we can breathe in, out. Try and feel everybody's energy and listen to your inner voice. Okay, I'm going to say a little prayer. Spirits of the past, please move freely amongst us. Be guided by the light of this world and visit upon us. Amen. Now I believe we're protected, and over to you, Hans, who will describe how we're going to do this.
Alright, so each of us are going to put a fingertip on the tip of the glass, very lightly, and we got to establish which direction we want the glass to move for yes and for no. And since we're sitting across from each other, you know, my left would be your right. So what we'll do is we'll say, move towards the door for yes, and move towards the wall for
Okay.
no. Fair
So,
enough?
Yes. No.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
And who's going to be asking questions? Start off with me asking questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm,
All right.
I'm going for this. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is hopefully safe. I mean, there's a chance that it could.
And just to sorry to interject there, it's important that we don't have any open-ended questions. So just yes or no answers.
Right. Yeah. Got it, that's
Yeah.
relevant. And what
Yeah.
if the glass breaks?
Well, we got to close the circle.
But this has happened before. I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So let's give it a go.
And-
Obviously, we've got cameras on us. So
I also have my EVP recorder going, so if you do ask a question, you might get a verbal response.
an EVP is
Electronic voice phenomenon.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's recording on the dictaphone there.
Right here, yeah.
And you've got your.
Yeah, and the flashing that you're seeing here is just, it's a constant, there's a constant electricity that's in the room, so that's why you're seeing it going like this.
And that is spirits.
No,
No.
there's electronics
us.
in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So if right. Okay. Let's give it a go.
All right.
Okay. So we're all going on different corners. Is that the idea?
Doesn't matter. Left, right.
Yeah, whatever Sushant is comfortable
Okay.
for. the
And it just
person to
literally
go.
rests on top.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll start now. Are there any spirits in the room today?
Just flash yellow. No red.
If there is a spirit here, go towards the door for yes, and the wall for no. Okay. Do we put it back in the middle for the next
No,
question?
just leave it the way it is.
We do we?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you a male? Go to the wall for no, and stay where you are if you are. Okay, so you're a male. Were you born, or sorry, I'll cancel that. Did you live at this location? Go to the wall for no, stay where you are for yes. Okay, so you're a male and you lived at this location. Did you die at this location? Go to the wall for no, stay where you are for yes.
Mm.
Okay. Are you happy with us being here tonight? Go to the wall for no, stay where you are for yes. Would you like us to leave right now? Go to the door for yes, stay where you are for no. Okay, yeah. Do you want to hurt any of us? Stay there for yes, go back to the door for no. It hurts your arm after a bit.
Do you want to have a break, guys, or what?
Well, why don't you ask him a question?
Okay. So far we've established that it's a male. It is undecided as to whether it wants to hurt us or not. And you remember I was saying that my spirit guide protects us mentally, but not necessarily physically. Yeah? Okay. So, what was that?
Someone's phone, one of the crew's phone.
Okay. Were all phones switched off?
No, there was a bell.
That was
Like a bell.
Yeah,
Clearly
well,
like a bell. Like a
I did hear a bell.
bicycle bell. Okay.
That sounded like it came from in here too. Right?
bicycle bell, definitely.
Has anyone
Can
got
I?
that sort of?
I'll ask it a question. Do you feel threatened by us being here? Move to the wall for no. Move to the door for yes. Why are you threatened? I'm not asking that question, so too open-ended. Okay.
Ask him, is he old or young?
Indeed. Do you want to continue with the questions?
I can do, yeah.
I think
Okay,
you might be.
Are you under 20 years of age? Go to the wall for no. Stay where you are for yes. Under 20 years of age. Okay. Right. So with this, my hand is literally touching that. Is that what everyone else is doing? Yeah.
Yep.
So we've got no one
Yep.
pushing the glass. Okay, fine. Right. So we know this is a young guy. Were you murdered? Stay where you are for yes. Go to the wall. Sorry. Were you murdered? Go to the door for yes, or stay where you are for no. So you weren't murdered. Okay. Right. Can you physically hurt anyone? Okay, that's just a kettle for the sake of the crew.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, shall we break off there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we should.
Just leave it at that. We'll come back to this later.
I'd like to review the EVP that I got.
I think you should. I think you should.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, that was interesting. I don't know what the camera's going to pick up on that.
Can we ask these guys what they thought? And
Yeah.
starting with Sam.
How did that feel? How did that feel?
In all honesty, I mean, I'm doing this, obviously, this program. Yeah, it was tiring, but it felt very odd. Physically tiring, yeah. It's like a drain on your arm. But I don't know what you guys thought of it to watch it. It's probably not exciting.
I mean, I was fascinated because it's a glass table, and I'm thinking, well, how is that movie that was responding the right way? What you,
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those hard things to prove. I know my finger was touching it, but you're going to ask, especially people at home, are going to wonder, well, what if he was pushing it? What if he was pushing it? So what are the questions people are going to ask?
Can we just ask everybody whether they were pushing it? Or they felt
Definitely not. Nope.
No.
Resting your finger.
I have to say that from my perspective, I felt there, as soon as you started asking the question, there was quite a bit of energy and an aura around the glass.
But it wouldn't show up on the little computer.
I can't explain that. You know, that's Hans' department, you know.
I feel very tight around the chest. That's what I feel.
You do feel tight around the chest.
I'm really dry in my mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
is what you were experienced
Yep.
earlier.
Absolutely. I'm not feeling that, to be honest with you.
It's just, well, and I'm sitting down, I'm not standing up there. It's just a weird feeling. Like there's a lot of blood pumping through my heart.
Right,
It's
okay.
really-
You feeling okay?
I feel alright, yeah, but it's just a bit
Right, okay.
unexplainable.
Okay.
Okay.
You feeling tight around the chest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving on. Have you heard something on that? That's EVP, yeah.
Yeah. This did not pick up the bell.
It didn't pick up the bell,
No.
which at first we assumed was like a mobile phone tone.
Yeah. It's weird because this picks up a lot of things, and it picks up our reactions to the bell, but it doesn't pick up the bell.
Wow.
I might need headphones to hear.
Why hasn't it picked up the bell?
That's a great
Well,
question.
we all heard the bell, didn't we?
Yeah.
We all
Yeah.
heard the
Yeah.
bell very
You want
clearly.
to hear the audio playback?
By all means.
All right. Let's
I think
hear the.
something-
But not necessarily physically. Yeah. Okay. So, what was that? Someone's phoned one of the cruise phones. Okay. We're all phones switched on. Yeah, there was a bell.
No bell.
No bell. That's really weird.
I mean, from our point of view, obviously the crew heard it. I heard
I have
it.
got it on here,
Yeah.
and we can review that later.
Have you ever had that before?
Yes.
When it hasn't picked up?
Yep. I
So
have.
would that mean a spirit has...
Is that what they not call white noise? As a kind of.
Is it when the frequency's too high for that to pick up, or?
Well, I'm picking it up on this. That this microphone is
There-
is a million times better than that microphone.
There's been situations where the tapes will pick up something and the digital won't, or the digital will pick up something and the tape won't. In this case,
Joseph, have you got anything in this room that could have made that noise?
Not that I know of, no.
Right. Okay. So
I've not even heard that sound.
let's
before.
say, for example, it was a spirit that made that noise. Now, you watch films or something like that. Spirits are never naked, are they? They're always in clothes. They're always Victorian children, if they're children. I'm just putting it out there because a lot of people say in books and films that the children are always dressed like Victorian children in the ghost pictures. That's always caught on camera. Now, this is more relevant for you actually. Do we die in the clothes? Do we come back or be ghosts in the clothes that we die in? For example, if heaven forbid something happened to me tonight, would I be a ghost wearing these clothes, or would I be wearing what I wore at my wedding? So that's that question. But also, let's say for example that bell, that's a ghost bell. They've got their own bell. They haven't taken an item from this room and used it and made it move. So we can't say that. So that is something in the spiritual world. This is what you're saying. Something from the spiritual world has made that noise. So that could have been a ghost communicating.
exactly, yeah.
Right.
I
That's
think
been known.
when, just coming back on that point, I mean, when most people pass over, they usually loved ones make sure that person has passed over, female, male, wears an item of clothing that was particular, meant something to that person. Usually, what happens is when I see visions and manifestations, usually they are wearing the clothes that it made something relevant to them. You know, it was important to them, an important part of their life. So, you know, you were talking about somebody who's, I don't know, a lady who's unfortunately passed, but she remembers her wedding as being a momentous occasion. And sometimes you see them wearing those clothes.
All right, girls. So what we're gonna do is a little visual. It's called a K2 and an EVP session. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask questions, and you leave a space in between each question to see if you get an answer back on audio, or a response via the K2 meter, and the box will flash. So, are you comfortable doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we should do it with the lights off. What do you think? You comfortable doing that?
Right. Okay, yeah.
All right, guys.
okay,
Could you cut
yeah.
the lights for me? All right, perfect. Let's roll this audio.
Shit,
here.
hold my hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody want to ask?
What's
a
that
question?
going to do? What are they going to do then?
The box will flash, and this will flash too,
What if
and then
there's like a ghost in this room?
if there's
or
something
in
here,
this-
yeah,
Really? Oh, God.
yeah. So do you want me to ask the first question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what you want.
Is if there's a male present, flash that green light once. If there's a female present, flash it twice. Or you can speak into the audio if you'd like.
There's nothing.
You gotta be patient with them.
Oh my god. It's a bit freaky.
Did you die here? Flash the green light once. Are you happy here? Flash the green light once.
Oh my god, this is freaky.
Do you feel anything around?
Feeling it getting like colder.
It's I'm
It
getting
does
hotter.
feel a lot colder.
Are you getting hotter?
Yeah.
You want to ask a question?
I'm a bit scared, to be honest. So,
Are you alone? Flash once for yes, twice for no.
are you a child? Flash once, if yes. Did something touch your hand?
No, I really wanted to do something.
I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta be patient with them.
Of course. Are we bothering you being here? Flash once for yes, twice for no.
I really feel like there's
If
something
you
behind
need
me.
my energy to make the light flash, take some of my energy right now.
I'm really getting hot on my back. Seriously.
I feel it's kind of flat here right now.
Huh?
Yeah.
I feel flat energy right
You
now.
want me to ask?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you want me to ask?
sure.
Are you getting hot?
I've got hot. I'm hot on my back.
Oh, my back is boiling. Seriously.
It's just that you were saying that. Is there anyone here who wants to communicate with us? Make a sound. Touch one of us. Make a noise.
I really feel like there's something behind me. Seriously. I'm not joking. I'm literally sweating. My back is sweating. And I always am cold.
Make a sound if you're here. Tap on the tent. Bang on the metal pipes.
What's the other thing meant to do? This
This
thing.
the red light.
Mm.
Same thing. It'll
So that
if
will
something is
flash.
around it, it'll go like that.
So you don't
Hey,
think
guys.
there's anything here?
No.
Let's keep rolling. So is there anyone here? Show yourself. Talk to us.
Make these girls believe that you are here right now by flashing one of these boxes.
What the hell was
Whoa.
that?
The fuck?
See?
Flash one for male, two for female.
I really feel like there's a child in here. Seriously.
Young boy? You picking
No,
up
a
a young
girl.
boy? A girl?
Like a girl. Oh, she's behind me.
If you're a child, you should love seeing these bright little lights. Play with one of them.
It's a child. It's
Oh my
definitely a child.
god! Better not be fucking right next to me. Seriously.
Are you on your own?
Are you hot? Are you
Are
hot?
you trapped?
Are you
My
cold?
chest feels tight.
Okay, so one tedious process with ghost hunting is you got to review your evidence, and we can play back a little bit with what we recorded. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
Child. Flash one. Something touch your hand.
What the hell's that?
What the fuck?
Rewind that.
Did you hear that groaning?
That's grown.
Groans, it's two groans. My hand just said,
When I said about touching my hand, did you hear?
I'm bothering you being here. Just once a year, twice a month.
I don't know.
My energy to make the light flash takes some of my energy right now.
Is that just my voice? Or?
That's you, yeah.
I feel kind of flat here right now. What? Yeah. I feel flat energy right now. You want me to feel? Yeah. You want me to feel? Sure. Are you getting hot? I'm hot. I'm hot on my back. Oh, my back is boiling. Seriously? You say that. Is there anyone here who wants to communicate with us? Make a sound. Touch one of us. Make a noise.
What's that? It's like interference.
I have no.
I can hardly hear my voice because there's like interference over the top.
Make a sound if you're here.
Wait a second. I heard something. I heard something.
Make a sound if you're here. Tap on the 10. Hang on the metal pipes. What's the other thing that you do? This is delivering? Same thing. It'll go like that.
What's that beeping noise?
It's the. Oh, you
Can you
can.
check, like, you know, the
Frequency.
Yeah,
Hold on a
that's
second.
it.
This is it in slow mo. So let's see what.
There's definitely something there. There's no way you could.
Happy here? Flash the green light once. Good. Do you feel anything around? Feeling getting like colder. I'm getting hotter. You're getting hotter? Yeah. You want to ask a question?
I'm trying to remember what spot it was at.
Wasn't it when I said something touching my hand? Because it felt like something touched my
Are
hand.
you alone? Flash. Once, yes, twice enough. Controlled. Flash once, if yes. Something touch your hand.
There it is.
What the?
it's like saying my hand. It's saying my hand.
It's
All right,
definitely 100%
let's-
something.
let's
Slow
put
that
it-
down.
Here we go.
Sounds like someone screaming.
Dude, that's growling.
Seriously,
That's growling.
That's
Now that you've said no.
what was that?
That's one of us talking.
Alright.
oh.
But that's.
Did you hear that? It sounded like a scream.
Well, let's see what
Or do you
the.
think that was one of us talking? That sounded like a scream. I swear to God, this.
Sometimes you just gotta be reassured. I'm bothering you being here. Flash once a yes, twice a no.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That's a fucking growl, dude. We got growls. Yeah, this is good.
So that was a 1 yes. See, again, it shows.
So it wasn't on the lights. It's coming up on
Sometimes
the
you put lights
recording.
and it'll be on the recording,
Yeah,
because
that's why you gotta have
So
both of them
you
going.
can't.
Yeah.
You can't fake that shit.
No, these tapes were given to me this morning.
Okay, so it's night time. Obviously, we're getting some things, aren't we? Right?
We are indeed.
Whether it's paranormal, we don't know, but things are happening. We've heard things.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some glass movement.
We have indeed.
And we've come back to the tent. Now, we touched on this earlier when we went in there. We know that there's something in the tent.
Mhm. Well, if you remember, through psychometric evaluation, I picked up something. This spirit had a fiction with the gun
Yeah.
when he was shaving. So I'm just wondering whether we'll be able to pick up on that this time. But can I just say, I just with the new people that have entered the group, I'm picking up some other energy. Has anybody recently lost a it's a small spirit, like a what's that, Frank? Like a little animal. Has anybody lost an animal at all? No? You have? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm picking up something, very, very small animal.
Yeah.
What's the name? New game with J.
Really? I'm going to start crying in a minute.
Sorry, Frank. Yeah, it's Jake. Jake? Is it Jake?
Jakey.
Jakey. Okay. Okay. What I wanted to say to you is that, you know,
He got stolen.
He got stolen. Okay. Okay. And is he back with you at the moment or not? Right. Okay. Okay. Because I'm just picking up something to say that, you know, he's in a good place, and I know that's. As I say, I don't want to alarm you, because it's just something I just picked up on whilst you entered this group, because obviously yeah. So, you know, just feel the love, yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Right. Okay. Okay.
So
I feel completely energized now. So let's.
I mean, have we got the equipment with us today?
I do.
Right. Okay. So we're going to go into the tent now.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's round the other side.
K2 meter.
Okay.
Do that.
Yeah. We'll use that. Yeah.
EVP.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Let's go over to the tent. Okay, so if we stop here, so we went into this tent earlier today. We know what's inside. We got that on camera. Jonathan, when we were in there, you didn't like it.
I didn't.
We've seen earlier on today. You had kind of like a possession thing going on.
Yeah.
There's a possibility that
I wouldn't say a possession thing. I just picked up a lot of residual energy, but I'd like to go in there.
Well, we'll go in there now.
Let's go in there. And
it'd be interesting to know what you're feeling when we go inside. So
okay, just one thing. Remember when we came in here before and I picked up 2 handguns, or I picked up. Where's the other handgun?
Right, so there were 2 handguns.
Yeah.
Do you
remember I picked up one?
I do remember 2 handguns.
Oh. Right. Okay. So. Okay. So the gun was on the floor near his feet. Now it's in his waist.
Yeah, which could have been anyone. I mean, we're not on restricted land. Someone could have kids could have easily have come in here and done that. Yeah.
Potentially.
Right.
Yeah.
But in your opinion, you think that could be spiritual?
Could be.
That would mean a spirit actually picking up.
Yes.
An item.
It does happen. We have orbs. I'm sure Hans will, corroborate that. We have a lot of orbs.
Yeah.
We call out or something, or do something.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do what we did with the glass movement. If we can ask some questions.
Yeah.
Can that be you that asked that?
Can I just ask who was Frank you were talking to out there?
Well, that's my spirit guide. So everybody has their
I've
own
never
spirit
met you
guide.
before, so I don't know how you.
It's all right. Nice to meet you. Anyway, I'm John. Nice to meet you. No, everybody. I think everybody has the potential to be a psychic medium. Everybody's intuitive. Everybody has a third eye, and what I mean by that is that you have to train your third eye to be more intuitive. It's a long conversation. Maybe we can do it later. But
can we ask some questions?
Yeah.
And find out if there is anything in here, and particularly the same thing that was in here earlier that spooked you out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So can you ask those questions?
I'll try. I mean,
Should we keep
I'm gonna record audio as well.
You should do that.
on the,
You should do that.
On the thing that's screen, because it has gone to red, and the light. So if there's anything here, it will change.
Okay, so what are you feeling?
Well, when I first came here, I was very dry. I'm getting that sensation, but it's more as though I just want to be sick,
Okay.
It's like almost as though my throat is red raw. I'm feeling that.
And what about, ladies and gentlemen, what are you feeling? Are you feeling anything at all?
I'm so hot.
You are very hot.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got a camera on the sound guard. I mean, it's cold in here, ladies and gentlemen. And we've got the sound guard.
Sorry, I'm going to have to take this off.
So you're feeling heat as well?
Oh, yeah.
It feels like a sauna to me in here.
Really?
Oh.
Literally dripping.
You are sweaty.
It's freezing.
And I can't,
Yeah. See, I've got
Freezing.
I've got cold hands. You know.
Oh, yeah. I'm drawn over here, guys. Sorry.
Which is where you were drawn earlier.
Mm.
I'm standing the opposite side. I've got cold hands, and I would have cold hands. It's night time. It's cold. So you hot or cold? Because it's
Very, very hot. Very, very hot.
I prefer if we stopped because I'm getting so hot. That's okay.
Yeah, I think we're going to
We'll
have
come
to
back
leave.
here later.
Okay, right. Well, okay. Do you want to grab your coat, Jonathan?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you got
I'm
it.
literally
Right,
sweating,
okay, thanks.
dripping sweat.
Okay, we'll go outside the tent now. We'll have a little wander and see what's.
Do you want to get your equipment?
Pick up outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Get it.
let's
What
head
we'll
back.
do? Are we going to have a look at the fireplace?
No, we're going to start heading back.
Head back.
Let's start heading back, yeah. We'll come back later. There's plenty of time. Is this anyone's drink down here? No?
No.
Okay. Okay, so start heading.
Really, really cold.
Yeah, okay. I need to get out. Yeah, really hot in there.
Jonathan.
Yes.
So how
Shall
are
we-
you feeling now that you're outside?
Really cold now. As soon as I left
Yeah, same here.
that energy, I feel really, really
I mean,
cold.
you're
Fact.
perspiring like mad, you know?
Yeah.
You've just been for like a 10-mile run.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Take your coat off.
No, but now I'm really cold. Everything feels really cold.
Okay. So should we head
I
back?
think we should just head back, but let's just keep filming and see if anything happens.
Okay.
We don't know.
Jonathan.
What? Anybody got another coat or something? I'm really feeling.
There's some on fire.
Yeah. Might be an idea actually.
Okay, so we're going to go over to the fire. We're not going to head back.
Can I not go to the fire because I'm really hot? I'd like us to go back. It's possible,
Jonathan?
please.
Yeah. Is there any way we can walk back? Walk back would be good. Let's walk back.
Can we start walking back, guys, please?
Okay. Guys, can we turn the cameras off? Jonathan?
No, I don't need water. I'm just really, really cold. You know.
I wouldn't stand too close, Jonathan.
Yeah?
I wouldn't stand too close. I mean, it's a live fire.
No, I understand that.
Okay. Let's go back and have a cup of tea and we'll start filming again
Yeah,
later.
let's start walking back. We can
Yep.
come back here later on.
Okay. Guys, we're going to head off.
Just keep the cameras rolling though as we go back. We've got a nice smooth light. I'll keep the sound going.
How long have I?
How you feeling, Steve?
I'm cooling out, but it's like in there, it's really hot. I don't know what.
Can I borrow you?
This is what we were saying, that's why you had to set up the cameras. Guys, can we head back? Let's head back. We're still rolling, yeah, let's just keep rolling because it's a bit odd. I think if we can we all stick to this side and just keep together. Guys, can you all come together so we stick together because this is a bit risky doing this.
Jonathan, how are you feeling?
Really cold.
Okay.
Let's start walking back, guys.
There's a blanket back there.
Chris Hill.
Yes, boss.
You start.
Come on, guys, let's move.
Still ritual.
So how does everyone feel at the moment about that?
Disappointed. You take into consideration the problems we've started to experience with
The battery's going down.
right, so the batteries, the sound issues. I mean, some of the stuff that's happened tonight.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You guys have put on a good show. People have spent their money, and I don't.
Sorry, what do you mean by a good show?
Is this
Oh,
where are we going to be
You
doing
show
something
like
you
a
guys-
showman. I mean, I don't mean that in an offensive term. I mean, you've entertained people. People have.
Entertained. I don't entertain. You know, I'm a portal for the spirit world.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't quite understand where this negativity is coming from.
There's no negativity. I'm just saying, people have paid money tonight. Our equipment's played up. Are the two connected?
Well, that's not
Probably
my problem.
I'm not saying that is your problem.
No, but what I'm saying, that's a technical issue.
Yeah.
With, you know, unfortunately, because you're filming, I can't be responsible for your equipment not
My
operating
sound's
correctly.
just gone, so that's why we're on these mics.
Yeah.
So I'm out here now with no sound equipment, which I couldn't work out. It took me ages to work it all out.
Yeah.
So, you know, I find that really upsetting. I've had a lot of things happen.
Well, I'm sorry.
But
I'm feeling very tired. You know, with what's happened today, I'm really feeling drained.
And that's
You know,
all I'm saying.
I'm sorry. I'm biting.
No,
at
you've put on a good show for people. I mean, they've paid their money.
Can you hang on a minute? Sorry, maybe I'm tired or not. I don't know what it is, but as I say, this negativity. I mean, can you just show me some professional courtesy? You know, I'm extending that to you. I mean, what is it? Is it something to do with the fact that you're a frustrated, lucky journalist or something? Because you're just not extending any courtesy to me at all. I have to say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you haven't made a believer out of me. I've got to admit that. Have you made me want to come back? Yes.
Right, okay.
But only to the extent to see what else you're going to come out with. That's not a good thing. We haven't seen ghosts. We haven't heard or seen anything that I would say that's definitely...
Well, I don't expect you to feel what I feel.
No.
To be frank, I have a gift, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? And I don't... I don't know. I mean, are you religious by any stretch of the imagination?
It's irrelevant, isn't it?
Well, no, but if you believe in God, then that sometimes enables you to be intuitive.
Maybe. I mean,
Right.
when we were talking about beliefs earlier, the question was, do I believe in ghosts? Now you're asking me, do I believe in God? So it's a lot of things do I believe in.
Yeah, but you're turning my words into something else.
At the end of the day, I was employed. I mean, the cameras can... We're not going to show this on the programme, but if we're asking me the question, I've been employed to come here with a film crew, okay, to see what people are spending their money on. Okay?
Right.
In my eyes, you're a showman. This is a fast, okay?
Yeah.
If these guys buy
right.
into that,
do you know what?
I don't mean
do you
it
know
in a
what?
rude way.
Do you know what? To be honest with you, you can bloody well do one, mate. Because at the end of the day, I was asked by Joe to come here.
Yeah.
I'm not being paid. You guys are probably being paid.
That's
yeah.
irrelevant.
I'm tired.
If I'm here or doing the weather, I'm going to be paid on it. But I'm Jonathan, don't take it as an insult. You put on an entertaining night for me.
But what do these other guys think?
That's what I mean. I mean, this is just me. I'm not a believer, okay? It's not you. It's not an insult to your psychic ability, your talent, as you refer to.
I believe, because
Right,
what
so
happened to
there
me
you go, she
in there
believes.
was real. No,
So-
I do, seriously.
There you go.
I must have had
That's your-
double jointed hands to be able to have
Yeah,
that spin.
right. So this
That
lady
doesn't just
here
happen.
is a believer, okay? So that's fantastic. For me, no. But do I want to meet you again? Yeah, I'd have dinner with you tomorrow. I'd come back to another one of your events, okay? And
Well,
I'd
maybe
see
I should make you buy that dinner, yeah?
I'll be
From a sceptical point of view, I'm a sound man and other things I do, but from my point of view, sound equipment can go wrong. But it was very odd that all the things I was trying to do to get it right wouldn't work, and I've also had weird feelings all the way through, things where I felt ill.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't frighten
Hot,
me.
cold.
Yeah, it doesn't frighten me. It makes me want to come back. It makes me want to find out why and how and who is it that's doing this. And I don't know what your program's about, but I don't think I was employed to do whatever it is. I was employed to do this, you know, about this paranormal thing and Halloween. And
We're just saying we've had a great night, okay? Whether it's a show, a talent, whether you know this lady here, whether this person does have the gift. I mean, he was told to stay by your side. It was entertaining, you know. It made me want to think, wow.
Which person are we talking about? You talking about Dan or you?
Yeah. I mean, earlier you were saying he's got to stay close to you. Did anything happen? But it made me want to listen in and engage, you know. And
so do you think he's an actor then?
I don't know any of these people from Adam. Okay, I'm not. It's not an insult to these people. I've come here, spoke to people. You know, I do this for a living. I don't take anything for granted. You know, you guys could all be paid to come here, and at the end of the day, all I know is that a lot of money is invested in Halloween now. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. People are spending a lot of money.
We paid to come
there
in.
There are a lot of fakes out there. Okay, I'm not saying you're a fake. I'm saying you've entertained me tonight. And I would come back.
What about Hans? Because his stuff seems really genuine.
Hans was different, and there's no insult to you. Hans wasn't getting possessed or channeling spirits and things like that. He had science.
Exactly, that's what he does.
You can't fake that.
No, I'm not saying you can fake that. Guys, I'm not having a go here. I'm just saying, what did we have? We had 2 bent bits of metal, which twist, yeah? And
but I couldn't make that twist 365.
No, and you genuinely, honestly think that, don't you?
But I mean, I'm sure. Let's just ask a question. Let's just ask a question because I wanted to ask this question. It's really late now.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Would you, if I would do it for free and not be paid, would you for free and would the cameraman for free come back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Would you come back tomorrow and everybody did it for free?
I will come back tomorrow. I've enjoyed myself tonight. I haven't found it a drag.
You found it entertaining?
I found it entertaining. I didn't feel scared, okay? I found it intriguing, you know. The stuff that you're saying tonight is very interesting. I learnt about your equipment. And it's interesting to see members of the public pay money to see a spirit, or the hope to see a spirit. And I've learnt stuff tonight. I've learnt stuff from you, from what you were saying. Just don't take offence to what I'm saying. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I have the utmost respect for you. If someone to go on to TV especially and say I have the talent to communicate to the dead or spirits, it's commendable. Okay, I don't buy into that. Okay, I'm not here to buy into that.
That's your prerogative.
Yeah,
but, you know,
as
I say,
your question, I would come back tomorrow. Yeah, sure. If there's an invite, I'd love to come back tomorrow. I'll get the crew back here.
Well, I mean, the question I would ask you is what you think might happen tomorrow. Is it going to be different, or they want us to come back? Because this is just like a little trailer for them, you know.
Let's put it this way: the energy I picked up today, I believe there's going to be a lot more tomorrow.
Which is fantastic, because people will then spend more money. You see where I'm coming from?
No, I don't see where you're coming from.
Well, if that was a TV programme,
yeah,
I'd end it with what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah?
I'd end with a scene.
Yeah, but I've just said I'll come back for nothing.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, but the ladies and gentlemen aren't going to be invited back tomorrow for free, are they? You're going to want to cover petrol. You're going to want to
cover petrol.
Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm not. But Joseph, he's got his bills to pay. Okay, he's going to want money.
I'm perfectly happy for everyone to come back for free tomorrow.
Right, okay, so obviously, fine. I will come back tomorrow for free. We'll all have dinner, okay, and we'll all do another seance.
I mean, me and John would, because just now I was talking to John. We were trying to do the sound thing because he was talking to me about it, and he was saying to me, and I don't think he wanted to reveal this, but I might as well reveal it, because he was saying there's something about you that, you know, it's like a bad egg. And basically all you really are is a bad egg. You just really want to fuck it up for everybody.
Right.
So I'm quite happy to be here tomorrow and prove to you.
When we were around near the fence, when we first started doing the interviews, I said that you had a negative energy on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, it's stayed with you wherever we've been.
Yeah.
But I'm not really, I didn't want to really perturb you. And it's still there, man. It's still there. And whether that's
you didn't want to what, me?
I didn't want to perturb you, you know.
What does that mean?
Worry you.
Right. Okay.
You know.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's fantastic.
So would you be prepared to do all the things you did today? the glass.
Of course I would. I'd love to come back tomorrow. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. It'd be
With an open mind?
with an open mind.
Mm.
Okay, like I said, you've entertained us tonight. You've put on a show. Yeah, that's what
Not
you're
so
here
have
to
you.
do. That's what you're here to do. That's what I'm here to do. I get paid money to go onto TV and talk to people like yourself. Okay, and it's not an insult. Okay, because
It's not an insult.
It's not an insult, is it? Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, let's just go back to basics here. I mean, the only reason I want to come back isn't for the sensationalism that you're trying to create. I want to come back because I want to know why I felt like I did, because it was unexplained. And I think you're getting it wrong, because these guys, okay, they might pay to come here, but if they could do it for free, they would, and because of the same experiences. Hans, from my experience, Hans has, I've worked with him closely in a few other things. Hans has got technology that hopefully will evolve, that will pick up things.
That can't lie.
Yeah,
That
and
recording
we picked
can't
things
lie.
up this first time round.
It can.
How can it?
Of course it can. It's technology.
Taped our voices.
Well, look at
You
Hollywood
can't tape
films.
over tape.
Well, okay.
I mean, shall we kind of just end this here? Cause
Yeah,
it's really
I will
late.
come back tomorrow. Okay, and I
And
would
this is a
love
promise,
to.
is
I'd
it?
love to make. If you make a believer out of me, I'll go on TV and I'll say, do you know what? This guy is the real deal, and I'm now a believer of ghosts. Okay.
But just tell us what the worst case scenario could be tomorrow.
You don't want to know.
Last night, things happened that I can't explain.
I really feel that we shouldn't be going in there. Psychically, we should not be anywhere around this area.
Is there a presence in this room with us?
The girl asked for a sign. We heard this loud banging on the ceiling.
To tell you the truth, he wants us off the land.
Do not break the circle! It's dangerous!